a tremendous improvement. First of all, we'll talk about how do you make more intelligent decisions? Well, typically, we only use 1% of the data that's available to us in our businesses. I've always run my practice off of KPI, key performance indicators, and I started off simple and grew it more and more complex over about a 10-year period. As we grew our practice, we started off a new practice in 1997, and in 10 years, we had grown from $0 to $6 million. And that growth factor really was largely due to using KPI, using data better to understand the processes. And so I was doing it by hand, configuring everything with pencil, paper, not even using a calculator. And so we didn't use our data very wisely, but we did grow our practice with data. We now can see more important patterns and trends with AI. We can keep our eyes on the target 24/7, 365. The data is being evaluated, manipulated, and presented to us in reports. And this automated research is able to deliver it to us without all the manpower. My office manager used to spend 4 hours a week compiling data just so I could look at it for 20 minutes. Nowadays, the same data could be gathered in the blink of an eye by the machine learning. How does it make smarter services? Well, it recognizes your needs. It personalizes your services automatically. It customizes marketing to the individual. Think about how Amazon knows to recommend to you a book based on the authors you've read, the types of genres you read. If you like mysteries, you're going to see mysteries suggested. That's another evidence that AI is creeping into our lives. If you see things following you around on the web, that's part of AI, learning what you like, remembering it, and putting an advertisement back up on another website to follow you around. And this has been used for a number of years now to help remarket. And the remarketing technology costs money, right? And so other businesses are using it to target you to get you to buy. That's an example of smarter services. Now, what are the more intelligent products? There's things that are actually in use today, right, in your home that all have AI built into them. In future, just about everything is possible to add AI will have it added in. Your toothbrush. I used a toothbrush just this morning. It had sensors in it to tell me how much pressure I was putting, and it said back up. A red light would flash if I put too much pressure. And it could tell you patterns. Automobiles, of course, are self-driving, and my son bought a Tesla the other day, and he can take his hands off and it goes down the road, almost a total self-driving automobile. And I freak out when I watch him take his hands off, but it still stays in the middle of the road. That's AI. The exercise equipment is getting smart. It tells you that you're in the wrong position. It tells you you're doing things the wrong way, the right way. It gives you guidance. Conversational chatbots, we'll talk a bit about that today. Next level email. AI-powered webmail is the way of the future. And I'm going to make a prediction that I didn't make a slide for it, but I'll predict that you will all stop using Gmail and we'll start using Omail because it's so much better. Gmail is wonderful, but it's a big step up over Yahoo Mail and some of those other platforms, right? You're going to find Omail be better than anything. So that's just one thing in your future that's going to change. And finally, businesses can improve by optimizing their business processes, automation of processes. A lot of examples you'll see in robotics where machines are intelligent and they do warehouse work. They build things on the automobile production line. These things are automated with being able to understand what they're doing, if they do it right or wrong, and improve their lot. That's the physical aspect.